I'm back again. This is my last day out here for probably a couple of weeks. Gonna have to stay home for a little while. My knee is killing me, so I want to get off of that. And Sue's having carpal tunnel surgery, so that's going to be fun. The septic guy is supposed to be out here shortly. There are antelope tracks or something here. I saw a bunch of antelope out there. So they've been trolling around out here, messing around with stuff. Hope they didn't break anything. They didn't break in or steal nothing. Darn antelope, you never can trust those things. I'm hoping I left my, yeah, there it is. There's a 32 gig card in there for my drone, and I'm hoping I didn't lose it. But I got a carload of goodies that I need to unload out of the car. Better get the key. Poor car's going through hell. I mean, look at that. It's dirty. It's all kinds of dirty. I don't like dirty cars. Okay. Some gas for the generator. Got just a bunch of junk. Which key is which? Okay. Nice day. Really nice day. There's not any of that W word going on, which is always good. Being from Wyoming, you get used to that W stuff. And if I used to sneak my model airplanes outside so that the W wouldn't see them and start Wing. If the W sees it, sees your airplane, it says, "Oh goody, let's ruin his day." Got a can of gas. Do this one thing at a time here. Been staying at the Corona Motel. I don't know if anybody's ever been there, but it is one heck of a nice place. The people there are fantastic. The rooms are themed. All the rooms have a theme, and that's really neat. There's a Harley room. Harley riders, you gotta go check that out. Request the Harley room if you go. There's a Hollywood room. I've only stayed in the Harley room, the Hollywood room, based on Hollywood stuff, and the jungle room. And of those, my personal preference is the jungle room. Don't know why, I just like that one. There's no vines to swing on though. Gotta have vines. Rhonda, if you're watching this, get some vines. And then, oh, it's just a lot of fun. Got a jack. Gonna need that to help move the building. Because I gotta pull those two together. They even have an alien room. I don't know what the others are. But maybe she'll post her Facebook link if she sees this in the comments. There's my two come-alongs. I'm taking this stuff out one piece at a time because I'm holding a camera. got a short ladder. I really do need a long ladder because I have to take that flashing off up there. I might be able to reach it with that ladder, but I can't climb a ladder right now. My knee's messed up. I can do it, but it's hell. Anybody want to come out and climb a ladder for me? There's the other come along. The 12-volt part of this, I just can't wait to do that. I was a electronics technician for General Motors for a really long time. And I don't like working with AC at all. I just don't enjoy it. But 12 volts, that's the thing. Tesla, when he was creating all his stuff, his cool inventions that he made, he wanted everybody to go 12 volt. Well, 12 volt doesn't go very far. You have to have, I don't remember the whole thing. There's a lot of loss. Every 1,000 feet of line, there's quite a bit of loss in voltage and current. But he kind of envisioned everybody having free energy. And it's here. We could do it. But what was that guy's name? Edison? He figured out that free energy isn't free. There's a consequence. Like solar. Solar, you know, that was one of Tesla's things. He wanted to go solar. But what Edison figured out was if you're using solar power, you're using energy from the sun. And if you use up, you know, there's millions and millions and millions of people on this planet. And if they're all using solar energy, you're going to use up all the energy from the sun. And the sun will go out. Therefore, we went with alternating current, which is the 110 in your house, runs all over those power lines. And as that result, we end up with the so-called pollution, which I really don't believe in all that stuff, but, you know, the power companies do their best to keep things clean, and that's a good thing. Coal, very, very clean now. Natural gas, all that. But Edison was a smart man. We definitely don't want to use up all the energy from the sun. If that thing goes out, I don't think there's enough flashlights on this planet to carry us. We definitely have a problem. Once it goes out, we're not going to get it to turn back on. It's too far away. Can't run a pipeline that far. So that's where we're at on that. It's kind of like there's a lot of interesting stuff like that out there. There are facts that, you know, they're obscured or taken out of the history books because nobody wants you to know it. Could you imagine the panic if the sun went out? That'd be terrible. Another one that people don't follow at all, they don't get it, is light bulbs. Light bulbs don't put light out. They're called dark suckers. They suck up the dark. And you can look this up on the internet. Look up dark suckers on the internet, you'll find it. Light bulbs absorb dark. They don't put out light. There's different colored light bulbs, red, blue, green. They all suck up that particular color and that's how you see the dark, because you're seeing every color but the dark. Kind of weird, but it's online, just look it up. And it's provable too. The old style incandescent light bulbs, which we really should bring back, they're a lot safer than those mercury-filled bulbs that we use now. But if you broke one of those, you'd see a little bit of black stuff. Or if one burned out, they burn out not because they're broken, they burn out because they're full. And if you have one of the clear bulbs that you can see into and it burns out, there's a little bit of black stuff rolling around in there. That's all the dark that light bulb had collected over the years before it burned out. And it's pretty easy to verify online. You know, everything online is true, so make sure you read that. But that's my last brick. All I got left is this ladder, and it's going to take 2 hands. So, be careful with those solar panels. You don't want to use up all the sun's energy. And I'll sign off for the moment until I get figure out what I'm doing over here. Y'all have fun now. Okay, lots of wind noise here. See, I don't know if I can shield it or not. This is turning out to be a lot tougher project than I thought. I got it moved about 12 inches. Can't get the bricks out from under it because the jack I bought is a piece of shit. It won't lift it. So have to get a different jack or wait until James comes out. He's probably got one. But anyhow, I want to get them closer together so that I can get up on the roof or up there and take that flashing down. If I had a different pulley, I could do it. A different pulley would do it for sure, but I don't have one. And see over here, it's just pulling the brick along with it. But just one thing at a time. I tell you what, I'm tired. This isn't easy at all. The big building hasn't moved at all, which is good. That's what we want. So, but that's where I'm at for right at the moment. A little bit worried about the cables sliding the wrong place there, but I think they're okay. Anyhow, I'll be back. Okay, I got the front and rear bricks out from under it. Used a little teeter-totter action, and I was able to get the front ones out. The middle ones, I'm going to need a better jack. Definitely. You can see it's a lot more closer. I'm going to have to get this end of it. I don't know if you can see them. This thing has a zoom, which I don't know how to use. Some big birds up there. Big birds. It might be military drones spying on me. But kind of cool. Gotta stop up and that end of it down. That's the big problem. Time for a Dr. Pepper break. I am tired. Knees killing me. I shouldn't be doing this at all. The septic guy was here. He looked everything over. It's $5,000 to have the septic and drain field installed. We're going to go ahead and do it and get that out of the way. It's depending on what size water tank we go with. I'd like to go to $3,000, but that's $1,900 and a lot of money. but they deliver out here. There's a guy out here that is delivering, that lives out here, and he charges $165 to deliver 2,500 gallons of water. The drawback here is if we buy a 1,500 or a 1,000 gallon tank, it's going to cost $165 to fill either one of those. So no matter what size your tank is, it's going to cost $165. That's for 250 gallons, or I'm sorry, 2,500 gallons. So if you only use 1,400 gallons, it's going to cost you $165. So I'm really thinking that the 3,000 would be the way to go, but that's a lot of money. But I think it would pay for itself. The wind's picking up outside. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I don't want to move right now. I'm sore. I've probably moved the building 1.5 feet. The big building hasn't moved at all, and that's a good thing because it's already level. I'm going to have to go to town to get a bigger check. I thought James might be out here, but I haven't seen him yet. So, anyhow, I'm only going to draw them close enough together to where I can comfortably get up on a ladder and try and take out all the screws and stuff up there. The key word is comfortably, because I can't climb ladders, not supposed to at all. But here we are, sitting in the new house. It won't be long before there'll be walls and lighting and 12-volt lighting. Yay! That just sounds so great. But let me know what you think. I think this is great myself. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Like the page, share the page, anything, just do something. Even if it's a bad comment, I can deal with it. Wah. Sound like a Democrat. Wah. I think I should have got a bigger come along. This one over here is doing okay. This one's starting to collapse. It started out at 96 inches apart, and we're down to 51 inches apart. And it's not easy. They're heavy. So, just taking my time. I got bigger come-alongs at home, but I forgot them. The big building's not moving at all. This one here, I've tried it with the bricks, and it's like sandpaper. It doesn't move at all. I wished I had some round fence posts to put under it, but I don't. Just slide right along then. I may stop here pretty quick and just say the heck with it for today. But I think with some round fence posts, this would be a heck of a lot easier. Oh, the antelope tracks I saw this morning weren't antelope. They were cow. And I just had antelope on the brain. I don't know why. I saw antelope earlier this morning. That might be why. But I'm still here. This will be my last video for a couple of weeks. Sue's having carpal tunnel surgery, so I gotta hang around there. Make sure she's okay, and then just playing it by ear. It'll be a couple weeks before I come back. The septic may be installed by the time I get back. I don't know. I hope so. Oh, it's nice out here. Y'all don't know what you're missing. Look how blue that sky is. You don't see that in California. Anyhow, here I am. And out here in the pretty place while everybody else is in the city going, wah, bye. Okay, I've got this about as far as I'm going to go today. Going to get a lot of wind noise here, as usual. I'm going to see how far apart I got them. Maybe to this one-handed. 53 inches. Okay, walk back here and back into the building where it's not windy. And not quite lined up, but I'll figure that out. How do I show? Well, I'm giving up for the day, but I'm going to make myself a sandwich. It's that time of day. Yeah, will that work? That might work. Hang it in the window there. I need to bring my tripod. Hi everybody. You can tell this has been an adventure. I ended up getting that gap over here down to 51 inches. I'm going to just, I hope that's still good. I'm going to just stop because I'm really heavy. This age just does not help things at all. Any of you want, you may have a spare knee, let me know. But I need something to put this on because my pants are dirty. Got a bunch of paper plates. You think that's wrong? No. Anyhow, I'm happy. I mean, this is just a fun adventure. I wish Sue could be more involved in it, but she has to work. You know, we all have to do that. I don't know why that is. Obama tried to make it so that nobody has to work, and that's a fail. But anyhow, things are coming right along. We got both buildings here. This one's, I checked it and double checked it for level, make sure I didn't pull it out of level, and it's perfect. I raised it up another 1.5 inches. Maybe 2 inches. I'm not sure how thick those pavers are. I raised it up because it might make it easier for the other building to match up to it, which it does look like it's going to. Shouldn't have to raise it any further. I have some cheese. I still don't know what kind of cheese I have best, but this is Swiss. There's only 3 slices left. I'll just use all 3 of those. I don't need the Florida either. Just do the Swiss. Have some horseradish. Horseradish is the best. But I don't have anything to spread it with, so it'll probably just go all over the place. I don't have too much. I don't know, remember if you guys, or know if you guys out there in YouTube land, remember the old television series, Creature Features. You know, it was like a documentary. They had a lot of documentaries on there about giant ants, all, you know, created by the nuclear explosion out south here, about 40 miles away. And the Army and those documentaries, you know, they showed us how they took care of those giant ants, but they made a mistake. They were always shooting them in the body. When you're shooting giant ants, you want to shoot them in the head, because the head can live without the body. You gotta kill the head. The same with the giant grasshoppers. I don't know about the gigantic man, you know, the one that was in the nuclear explosion. He just kept getting bigger and bigger. I'm not too sure about him. But in the documentaries, you know, they always manage to kill all the giant ants or the giant grasshoppers, or, you know, bring down the aliens that were attracted to the blast, you know, stuff like that. But it bothers me a lot. You know, I came by here last night. I was going to unload all this stuff I bought yesterday last night, and I thought, there might be some giant ants out there. So I didn't. I just kind of came in the lot here and drove out. Because you can't see giant ants at night. You can't see them, you can't kill them, and they might kill you. So, I don't know, you don't hear much about those anymore. You got Discovery Channel, you got History Channel, the Learning Channel, all these other channels, but they never talk about the giant ants. I know they're still here, they've got to be. How could they get them all? How could the Army get all those giant ants? You know, they're underground, and they lay eggs, and they can be dormant for a while too. So, it's a little spooky sometimes. All those giant ants out there. I'm not that worried though. I have, I'll eat my sandwich here. I brought my protection with me. Over there in the corner, as you can see. That should work pretty good on giant ants. I don't know. I never saw any of those. I always saw M1 carbines and bazookas. You can't shoot a giant ant in the body. It won't kill it. The head lives on. I don't remember all the creatures that were in those documentaries, but some of them were really interesting. There was the creature in the Black Lagoon. I don't remember whatever happened to that. Did he live on? It ended up being a mystery. Back then, you know, we had the Mars flights. You don't hear about them anymore. You know, we had people going to Mars in those documentaries and stuff. But that's all forgotten science. There's a lot of that. You know, they changed the history books. History is written by the person who writes the history books. So they've taken all that stuff out of the history books, which is really unfortunate because these kids, you know, they don't know what they're up against. They're going to get hammered by some giant ants someday. They're going to make it to Mars and find, you know, old spaceships, the rocket-type spaceships with American flags on, United States flags. You can't really say America because America is Canada, United States, South America. This is the United States. This is not America. This is part of America. There's a big difference, and people forget that regularly, and it's a little irritating. Anyhow, I'm going to eat my sandwich and head back to the room and put this thing online. Anything else? You know, I'm just going to play this one thing at a time. I'm going to just try and document each step of the way. This is the first food I've eaten in here. I had to let you eat my first food, or watch me eat my first food. Get tongue-tied quick. You know, I'm half deaf and I can't hear what I'm saying most of the time. I'm 80% deaf according to the VA. Can't hear what I'm saying, so I could be saying, go coitus yourself, and I wouldn't know it. So just be careful there. What you hear might not be exactly what I mean. So, you know, the brain and the mouth, you know, they're tied together somehow, and when the brain can't hear what the mouth's saying, it gets real spooky. I'm going to eat my sandwich. You all have fun now. I got to figure out how to shut this thing off again. It's not easy.